The right to privacy is always a very hot topic for UPSC examination and has appeared many times in the prelims examination. In India, the right to privacy is a fundamental right recognized by the Indian Constitution. The right to privacy is not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution but has been inferred by the Supreme Court of India through its interpretation of other fundamental rights, primarily to the right to life and personal liberty guaranteed under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Let's break down the right to privacy from an Indian perspective. Article 21 of the Indian Constitution states that no person shall be deprived of his life or his personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. The Supreme Court has interpreted the right to life and personal liberty to include the right to privacy as an inherent aspect of individual freedom and dignity. In the landmark case of K.S. Puttaswamy vs. Union of India in 2017, commonly referred to as the privacy judgment by the Supreme Court of India, affirmed that the right to privacy is a fundamental right under the Indian Constitution. The court held that privacy is an essential aspect of personal liberty and dignity and will be protected under Article 21. Even prior to the Puttaswamy judgment, there were several other cases where the Supreme Court had acknowledged the right to privacy. Notably among these are the Kharak Singh vs. State of Uttar Pradesh and Govind vs. State of Madhya Pradesh, where aspects of privacy were duly recognized, although not in the context of a standalone fundamental right. The Supreme Court recognized that privacy encompasses various aspects including informational privacy, bodily integrity, autonomy over personal choices, and protection from surveillance and intrusion into one's private sphere. So let's know what is the informational privacy. This aspect of privacy relates to the protection of personal information, including data privacy, confidentiality, and the right to control the dissemination of one's personal data. It involves safeguarding against unauthorized access, use, or disclosure of personal information by government agencies, private entities, or individuals. The right to privacy also includes the right to bodily integrity. Let's understand bodily integrity also. It encompasses protection against forced medical examinations, sterilization, and intrusive bodily searches without consent. So this is sometimes always seen, we have seen this in the in emergency situations where a lot of people have been forcefully sterilized in India. So it can be an example also. Autonomy and personal choices. Let's understand it. Individuals have the right to make decisions about their personal lives, relationship, and lifestyle without undue interference from the state or any other entity. This includes decisions related to marriage, family matters, reproductive rights, sexual orientation, and religious beliefs too. Privacy also has importance from the protection of surveillance. Privacy entails protection from unwarranted surveillance, including government surveillance programs, interception of communications, unauthorized monitoring of individuals' activity, both online, phone tapping, offline, etc. What about the privacy and the technology? With advancements in technology, there are growing concerns about privacy in the digital age. Issues such as data breaches, mass surveillance, biometric data collection, facial recognition technology raise significant privacy concerns, necessitating a robust global framework and safeguards to protect the individual's privacy rights. India's recognition to the right to privacy aligns with the international human rights standards and treaties. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and other international instruments recognize privacy as a fundamental human right. India's affirmation to the right to privacy reflects its commitment to upholding international human rights norms and standards. Let's discuss some of the few important cases where right to privacy was violated. One notable case involving allegations of a spyware use, specifically the Pegasus project, which reported that at least 300 Indian phone numbers, including those of human rights defenders, journalists, lawyers, government officials, and opposition politicians, were found in a leaked global list of potential surveillance targets by NSO Group's spyware Pegasus. This raised significant concerns about violations of privacy under the guise of national security and public safety, highlighting the tension between government surveillance activities and the fundamental right of privacy. In summary, the right to privacy is grounded in the Indian Constitution primarily under Article 21, and it relates various aspects related to individual freedom, dignity, and other autonomy. It is essential for safeguarding personal information, bodily integrity, autonomy over personal choices, protection from unwarranted surveillance, and intrusion into one's private sphere, particularly in the context of evolving technology and digitization.